What's up, guys? This is Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 11 Team Builder. This week we are taking, for the DnD, sorry, Dunsparces and Dragonites. This week we are taking on Caleb and the Aveley Ampharos. This match means absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things, since we are guaranteed a division, the division title, and Caleb is, I believe, knocked out of playoffs. I'm not entirely sure about that. But he could be playing for a wildcard spot. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, let's run through Caleb's team here. He has Xurkitree, Mega Sceptile, Tentacruel, Xatu, Avalugg, Jirachi, Mimikyu, Darmanitan, Cinccino, Quagsire, and Vivian. He has Priority in Mimikyu with Shadow Sneak, and that's it. He has Hazard Setting in Tentacruel with Toxic Spikes, Avalugg with Stealth Rock, Jirachi with Stealth Rock, and Quagsire with Stealth Rock. He has Removal in Tentacruel with Rapid Spin, Xatu with Defog, and Vivian with Defog. And he has 3 4x weaknesses, Mega Sceptile to Ice, Quagsire to Grass, and Vivian to Rock. We played Caleb back in Week 5, and he brought Mega Sceptile, he brought Tentacruel, he brought Avalugg, Jirachi, Mimikyu, and Cinccino. At the time, I was expecting Xurkitree, Xatu, Darmanitan, and Quagsire to show up. This time, I'm not expecting Quagsire. I'm not expecting the Xatu, and I'm not expecting the Vivian. I'm expecting everything he brought against me last time, as well as Xurkitree and Darmanitan, because I think both of them can be good against my team as well. Darmanitan a little bit less now that I've picked up Floatzel. I haven't talked about that. I ended up dropping Steelix for Floatzel ahead of Week 10, and the transaction was viable for Week 10, but I already built. So this is the first week that I could be bringing Floatzel in theory. Steelix wasn't doing much for my team. I had a better rocker in Ferrothorn, and I had a better ground type in Zygarde 10%, so it really wasn't doing too much for me. So I ended up dropping it and picking up Floatzel, which I think is, it adds to my speed. It does speed tie with Zygarde 10%, but it brings up my speed quite a bit with another base 115 Mon. It can't be burnt. It's a good offensive water type, and it gives me more priority with Aqua Jet. My team kind of lacks with good priority. We have Fake Out, Bullet Punch on Mega Medicham. We have Quick Attack on Swellow, Extreme Speed on Togekiss, which is never used, and Extreme Speed on Zygarde 10. So most of the time I'm bringing Extreme Speed Zygarde 10 and like maybe a priority move on Mega Medicham, but I kind of don't want to be locked into running priority on Mega Medicham with the amount of good coverage that thing gets. We're bringing a very similar team to last time. I changed up a few things, but for the most part it's almost identical. I actually ended up just copying and pasting the same team in because I think the 6 that I brought were really good, and Ferrothorn ended up just kind of winning the game in the end, but I'm going to run through the team again. This is identical Ferrothorn set if you want to just skip past this part. Max HP, max defense. It took on his team really, really well because he didn't have Darmanitan last time. I'm hoping it can maybe do the same. I picked up 6 kills that game. We'll see if it can do the same. We're bringing the same Scolipede set, which is sashed with Baton Pass, EQ, Megahorn, and Protect. Sashed so that I can guarantee, well, sashed with Protect so I can guarantee get up a speed boost if he doesn't have rocks up. And then I outspeed his entire team. Baton Pass so that I can pass the speed, and Earthquake and Megahorn are on there for reasons as well. Avalugg he brought last time. It's a great physical wall. It checked this pretty well. I've got Toxic on a few things to deal with it. I think Ferrothorn does not have Toxic, but I brought Toxic on a couple things. We're running enough speed on Scolipede to outrun base 100s, that being Jirachi and Tentacruel on his team. Max attack 96 HP. Mega Medicham is exactly the same, except I changed out Zen Headbutt for Psycho Cut. I was running Zen Headbutt to be able to hit the Tentacruel, and I did the calc, and Psycho Cut kills it still. So I don't need to try and miss a Zen Headbutt when I can run Psycho Cut and kill with 100% accuracy. So all the moves I'm bringing on Mega Medicham are 100% accurate. Drain Punch, Bullet Punch, Psycho Cut, Fire Punch. Bullet Punch is a great revenge kill mechanic against the Mimikyu, especially if he wants to just set up on Mega Medicham for some reason. We can Bullet Punch it to break its disguise, and then Bullet Punch it again to kill it. I think that would be how it works. Otherwise, the Psycho Cut will do enough to kill it after its disguise is broken. Yeah, standard Mega Medicham. We're running enough speed to speed tie base 100s, that being Jirachi and Tentacruel. But if we can get a speed pass into us, then we will be speed tying with Scarf Jirachi, which is something that he brought last time against me. We're bringing Chandelure. It's a literally identical set to last time. Choice Specs Flash Fire with Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Trick, and Energy Ball. If he brings Scarf Darmanitan, this is a great switch into a Flare Blitz, potentially threatening my Ferrothorn. And then he doesn't have a switch into a Fire Blast on his team. Or at least to switch into any one of these moves. So Shadow Ball is actually pretty free unless he brings Chinchino again. So we'll see. Yeah, we've got Trick on here to trick Specs onto something. I might even try and trick Specs onto like Mimikyu so that he's trapped into one move and it's not going to do anything. Max Special Attack Modest. We're running Energy Ball is there to hit the Quagsire. That's pretty much our only way to deal with Quagsire really well outside of Ferrothorn. This is enough speed to be able to outspeed Chinchino with a speed boost, which is the fastest thing that we can outspeed. I remember building this team and we couldn't outspeed Max Speed Mega Sceptile after a speed boost anyways, so I decided to go with that route. So we'll be outspeeding Chinchino with a speed boost and then Fire Blast tears through his team. Excuse me. We can deal with the Avalugg really well as long as he doesn't have Earthquake, and yeah, he will, but I don't know. Now, these last two have changed a little bit, so we're going to talk about Zapdos first. Last time, Zapdos was a very defensive Pokemon for us. It was especially defensive to take on, God knows what, maybe the Mega Sceptile, but I'm going a lot more offensive because the match doesn't matter, so I care a little bit less. It's not that I don't care about the match at all, but I'm going to play it a lot more offensively and stray away from the defensive side of things, except with Ferrothorn. So this is an offensive Zapdos. We're running a ton of speed on here. We're running max speed to speed tie with the base 100s. Max special attack with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Hidden Power Ice, and Toxic. Toxic is there for Quagsire mostly. I think that's the only thing that I have it there for. Hidden Power Ice is there to hit the Mega Sceptile because obviously it gets Lightning Rod, so it can absorb our electric attacks. Besides that, he does not have a very good switch in to an offensive Zapdos. It actually kind of tears through his team. He's very electric weak for the most part. Xurkitree can kind of come in on this, but we've got Toxic so that it can't just absolutely run through our team. And then we have a Zygarde in the back that's going to be faster too. So now let's talk about the Zygarde. We're running max speed on this to speed tie with Chinchino. 1000 Arrows, Extreme Speed, Toxic, and Dragon Dance. I wanted to bring a Dragon Dance variant, and we're actually running Soft Sand to boost the power of our 1000 Arrows. So after a Dragon Dance, we should be able to kill Jirachi with 1000 Arrows at +1. Yeah, Toxic is there for the Avalugg because I would imagine that's his switch into this. Outside of that, he kind of just loses to a +1 Zygarde 10%. Last time, I just let my Zapdos die against the Chinchino. This time I'm going to lead with Ferrothorn and have that going. I'm hoping Dragon Dance Zygarde can put in some work. If it doesn't, again, not the biggest deal. I'd rather not lose out the season, but after the game against Krabby, I'm a little on edge, and maybe I'm prepping a little bit too recklessly, maybe, in all of my matches, because I think I've lost like my last 5 matches after going on a massive like 16-game win streak. Doesn't matter too much. Like I said, playoffs is the bigger thing, and honestly, my personal life kind of needs to come first sometimes. But that's the team. We're taking on Caleb and the Aveley Ampharos, and I will see you guys for the match.